What's up, guys? So I'm out here doing some exploring today. I'm heading into an area that I haven't been into before. Right now I'm about 25 miles from a paved road, and I'm about ready to head back up into a canyon system. So I've got a long weekend, a couple of nights to work with, and I'm basically just going to be working my way across this whole area. I'll camp someplace around dark tonight, and then in the morning I'll break camp, move on, and find a new spot to camp the next night. But basically all I'm doing is just kind of exploring this area that I've never been into before. So come on, let's go check it out. All right, we're going to check out our first stop. Here is this place called Ollie's Hole. I put a mark on the map there. I don't know what it is, but I'm right there where that arrow is. So I'm going to jump out, take a quick walk over there and see what it is. I explored it down to that end and down to that end, and it only comes out of the ground and flows for about 3/4 of a mile. So it comes out of the ground and then goes back in the ground. It just begins and ends right out here in this little plateau. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to check it out. This might be a potential spot to camp, but it's a little early in the day and I got a few more miles that I want to cover. So I think I'm going to move on from here, but mark this on my map for a good future camp spot. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm exploring this canyon and I came across, this is a down homestead right here, and then there's another part of the homestead over there. And this is really cool because this is not marked on any maps. And the only way I found this was just by exploring down through these canyons, following these old wagon roads, which are now basically Jeep trails. So I'm going to mark this on my map so I can come back and explore it with my metal detector later. All right, so I found this beautiful spot here in this nice meadow. There's a spring down there. It's a little bit marshy. The one problem with this place is there's going to be a lot of mosquitoes because I'm close to a water source, but it's pretty enough that I'm willing to deal with the mosquitoes just for the picturesque solitude of the setting. And I'll show you guys, I've got some nice rock formations back here and some nice little canyons to hike around. So I'm going to get busy setting up my camp. This will take me about 20-30 minutes or so to pop up a little tent, set up my dinner area and everything. So follow me and I'll set my camp up. I like to sleep out under the stars as much as possible, but with as bad as the mosquitoes are here, I'm going to go ahead and pitch a tent. At least that'll give me someplace out of the mosquitoes to spend the night. This is a really robust, nice set of camp furniture from Free Spirit Recreation. You can find them at gofsr.com, but I love this camp furniture. It has its own bags, it's compact. I like it that it's square, so it's easy for me to store in my vehicle. So the table legs slide in these nice slots inside the bag. The legs slide in the slots, and then these cam levers lock them in place. And there it is, there's my table. It's nice and sturdy, has a metal top. I can use my camp stoves on it and I don't have to worry about the top melting or anything like that. And it's just a really robust, nice piece of furniture. The chair is the same way, has its own nice little bag. The difference with the chair is the legs are actually here in the back of the chair. But the same concept with the camming system to put the legs in. And once the legs are on, the back just flips up and you got a nice little camp chair. And I like to multi-purpose everything, so the bags that my furniture came out of, I just slide these right underneath the lip of my tent. And then that gives me a spot that I can take my shoes off, and so it gives me a little threshold. Then I'm gonna set up a couple of the Free Spirit Ready lights. I've still got an hour or so of the sun shining, so that'll top off the batteries in them. They charge up by the sun. They have solar panels on the back of them. And then this will give me all the light I need for my whole camp tonight. They're a lighting unit, and then they have a solar panel charging system on the back. So I'm just gonna turn them on and set them right here in the sun so that they might top off. So this is my inch pack here, and I don't really use anything out of this for camping trips like this. It just sits in my rig all packed and ready to go in the event that we have some Chinese paratroopers land or zombies come. But this thing's packed with food and cookware, tarps, shelter, hunting, trapping supplies, you name it, everything I need. Theoretically, I could grab this pack, walk off the grid into the desert backcountry, and survive, theoretically. Let me show you guys a little detail on my cook kit. So I've got titanium spoon and fork, titanium cup, a titanium plate, and the nice thing about this titanium plate is you can also cook over the fire or over the stove with it. Got a pot holder, my MSR Duralite pot, and then the Optimus Crux stove. So that's my car camp cook kit that just lives inside my cooking box down there, and then a towel. All right, so there it is. My camp's all set up. Probably about 30 to 40 minutes, including building the fire and everything. Now I have a little bit of time left before dark, so I'm gonna go on a little walk around this meadow and see if I can't shoot some sage rats. One of the things I love about these lights is the ability to charge my phone. So I just plug the USB up in there, and then when I'm sitting around camp, my phone can be charging up. Well, Mountain House chicken teriyaki on the menu tonight. My gourmet meal of teriyaki chicken is done. And I'm enjoying a little dust cutter huckleberry lemonade, which is one of my favorite little trail drinks out here. And I couldn't really think of a more beautiful place to be spending an evening. And this place is not only beautiful, but it's almost untouched. It's so far away from any kind of a trafficked road or paved road or anything. And it was a pain in the ass getting down here, but I'm really glad I did. This is just a beautiful little spot. Good morning, guys. The sun's finally up, and I'm going to get some coffee going and start some water boiling. Get a little fire started right now just to take a little bit of the chill off the air, and also the smoke from the fire will help keep the mosquitoes down a little bit. After I got some caffeine and some calories in me, I spent another hour or two shooting sage rats out in that beautiful meadow. Then I packed up my camp, loaded up the Jeep, and headed off to the next location. Ciao.